So what do you expect me to say?
Let's get him!
I know you need to feel this way. Coming after you.
Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack and welcome to the Diablo 3 beta. It is open beta this weekend and I figured I would get right on that. I actually do have a connection. By the time I got home on Friday, after it started, apparently there were problems with it all day. By the time I got home from work on Friday, it seemed to be working just fine. It went down late at night, like around 3 or 4 in the morning, and then it didn't come back up until about, I don't know, about like 5 or 6 p.m. the next day. But I'm not too sassed. I'm going to start a new character here. I've already played through the beta once and already decided what I think about the game. I really like it so far. I mean, no big surprise there. And I started with the monk. I made a female monk as my first character. I am going to go with a male demon hunter this time. So, yeah, I don't really know what else to name this guy, so I'll just go with Blacklight, which is also the name of my monk, whatever. Not really a big deal what the name is, because I'm pretty sure they plan on deleting all of the characters before the actual game launches anyway, so.
Only the dead reek like
Yep.
this.
There's a lot more voice acting in this game, which I quite enjoy, because it's very good voice acting, it sounds great. I should say right off the bat that there are a lot of plot developments that are shown in the beta, so if you care about spoilers, I would not watch this video. I don't know who would be so worried about spoilers that are only in the first act, but just to forewarn you, there will be spoilers. I'll let you guys listen to
I have
this.
journeyed here to find the fallen star and purge its evil from this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
So yeah, since there's so much voice acting, I will let you guys listen. I will stop talking and let you guys listen during all the quests. But yeah, I don't know anything about this class really. I'm just Hungry Arrow generates 3 hatred. I'm trying to read the tooltips here and figure out what everything does, because you know, all the classes operate differently. And I was playing monk. Apparently, this guy uses like a split resource to do his attacks. He's got hatred and he's got discipline. Hatred is fast generating and comes back really quickly. You can use a lot of it and regain a lot of it, whereas discipline rebuilds a lot more slowly. So I assume all of his really powerful cooldowns are going to run on discipline, whereas his like more basic attacks and skills are going to run on hatred. So anyway, they want us to go talk to Leah about the fallen star, so let's go into the inn. And there's a girl. How you doing, girl?
Leah, is it? Rumford said that you survived the fallen star's impact.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but watch out! The wounded are
Oh God! Yeah, so this is Deckard Cain's niece. I don't think it's like her his biological niece, but you know, motherfucking Deckard Cain. So we got a skill, we leveled up, so we get our secondary skill first. Apparently you don't have to choose between which skills you get anymore. You just get a set amount of skills, but you get to customize how the skills work exactly. So throw a knife that can impale enemies for 25 hatred. Alright. Anyway.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
Then I shall put an end to them and secure your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Off we go to Captain Rumford. So yeah, Deckard Cain was in the first 2 games, and I'm trying to figure out how exactly this is placed on the timeline, because I'm sure they've made it available, but I'm trying to figure it out just myself to see if it all fits. Deckard Cain's got to be like 300 years old by now. I mean, he was in the first game and the second game. I think the second game happened like at most a few months after the first game. It had to have occurred pretty quickly, and the second game was probably completed within a span of like 6 months to a year. So I would have to imagine that Deckard Cain's aging process wasn't too far across the first 2 games, but he was already like 80 in the first game. So I have no idea how old he is in this game.
What
the
can
answer
I
is
do to
very.
help fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Don't worry. I will avenge their deaths.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
Oh boy, vomit. Yeah, the ooh, my arrows bounce, do they? Took me a second to realize that, but so yeah, these things just vomit up other zombies. So we don't like that. Got a sash. But yeah, so this game seems to have, I wouldn't say more emphasis on story than Diablo 2, because Diablo 2 definitely did have an emphasis on the backstory, but it seems to present it a lot better, you know, just with the, I guess now that they have more budget to work with and stuff, they can worry about hiring lots of voice actors and stuff, and basically, they voice acted everything quite nicely. A lot of stuff was voice acted in Diablo 2 as well, but, there's more of a narrative to this, really. And I think they're investing more in characters, you know. They're making characters a bit more prevalent. Okay, so this class can use swords. I can't offhand it though. I think he can dual wield like hand crossbows. So can I even? No, okay, I can't use my skill without the crossbow, so I'm not gonna use that, obviously. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this class seems to be sort of like a combination of the Amazon and the assassin from Diablo 2. That's just what I think just looking at it. I mean, I know the Amazon had like a ricochet arrow as well. That's what I'm getting. So let's see how my knife works. Fuck you. Okay, just fuck you. Okay, all right. I'll have to see how it works with multiple enemies around. I don't know if like it deals damage over time. It says it impales them. I don't know if that means it puts like a bleed on them, or if it maybe like will go through enemies. I don't know. We got new lore. Let's listen to this.
Dear reader, I am Abdalhazir, adventurer, scholar, and researcher. I share my knowledge of this incredible world and its creatures through my insightful missives, often at grave risk to myself. Why, I was recently in Honduras, where my tents were ransacked by vicious quill fiends. I was able to beat them off with a shoe, but a less bold man would have fared far worse.
Yeah, so that guy will basically just sort of talk to you about all kinds of different beasts and stuff. I have like a couple. I think he mostly talks about beasts, I think. And then I have had Deckard Cain explain an enemy or two to me, so obviously Deckard Cain does a bit.
Praise the powers that be. Griswold, bless his dear heart, risked everything to bring that dear boy home from the cathedral. Though he is troubled and moody now, I am certain it will pass, and he will once again be the sweet Wirt we all love.
Yeah, Wirt was really sweet, let me tell you. Nope, he's gonna die. I'm gonna rob his body in Old Tristram, and I'm gonna use it to open up the cow level. Yeah, I think the cow level's out for this one actually, because there's a tooltip that just says there is no cow level in the loading screen. So sad day. Well, a little bit of a glitch there. Yeah, so this is like old Tristram. This is like, I guess, Tristram, like, outskirts before the happenings of Diablo 1. Because this is already after Griswold pulled Wirt out of the cathedral. At least that's when I picked up the journal. That's what that journal entry was from. Anyway, let's listen to this one.
I returned to Honduras after 20 years. The burden of countless failures and tragedies heaped upon my shoulders. Am I being punished for helping that stranger hunt the Dark Wanderer? I always thought Deckard Cain half a madman, but perhaps he was right. Perhaps he can banish the shadow hanging over my life.
Alright, I want to see if there's like a bleed. Nah, no bleed. I guess it's just like a heavy amount of damage to one thing. Alright, so we get Entangling Shot next. Yeah, so by the way, I should probably say this right up front. I'm the sort of person who will explore every single corner of every single map, because that's just what I do. I really like loot, and I don't like to think that any stone ever remained unturned where awesome shit might have been hiding. Even though it rarely actually pays off, I'm still just that kind of person. It's kind of an OCD thing. I don't really have OCD, I'm just exaggerating, but it's just a thing I do. So if that bothers you, it's, you know, there's probably going to be a lot of exploring stupid little dank cellars. Cellar's so dank, 420 icky sticky cellar. So if that bothers you, I would turn this off now. I don't know of anybody who would get so bothered by that they would stop watching a video, but just a forewarning. I'm going to explore every single corner of every single map, and it's going to require a lot of backtracking. So anyway, I forget what I was saying before that. I don't know. Probably not important.